So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right. It's Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Murray. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
23 yards, the final tally.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half or gives.
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Lions first down.
Again, it's Taylor.
A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know better than anybody. Points are at such.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know.